Welcome to another episode of the BFAM podcast, Brothers from Another Mother. I'm Jonathan Breeden.
Gabe Mack.
And today we are going to be talking about correction versus criticism.
It's hoodie season, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, it is. It's just that time. Anyway, so why do you think, in general, people struggle? I think people struggle both with correction and criticism. Why, though?
I think number one thing is pride and their ego. You know, put that joint to the side. I feel like a lot of people, if I come at you a certain way and tell you, like I think the messenger also has something to do with it.
I was about to say,
too,
does it matter who's saying it?
Yeah, it definitely matters who's saying what. It do gotta be who's saying it, but it's also how they say it too, though. But you also gotta be man enough to be like, yo, all right.
What if it's a woman?
A woman, you got to be able to take whatever they saying and extract the meaning, the real meaning by what they saying versus what is being said.
Yeah.
Because I've had coaches where it's just all out, yappity yap, yelling, whatever.
But there's no substance.
Even if there is substance, I'm able to pull out yo, all right, I got you. I feel what you're saying.
Okay.
Just because I know it's, all right, yo, he trying to say, this is what they trying to do, boom, 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 all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
He yelling, his breath stink, he all in my ear and stuff. But we good. I know what you're saying. We good. I got you. I got what you're saying.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it is a sensitive. I think it is all depending on the person's ego and pride. I think for me, athletically, I was just taught. So it comes down to perspective. I was taught that if the coach talks to you in any kind of way, that means they care. That means they're yelling, cursing at you, talking about your mom, your dad, your grandma got a sore big toe, everything. I'm like, all right, at least he knows, though. He knows grandma got a sore big toe, right? So he cares, right?
Sports help you kind of understand that.
Right. But for a job, though, so when I worked at Finish Line, I worked at the sneaker store, I worked at one here in Harrisburg, then I went away to college, and I did not like my boss at the one when I was at college, when I was at Westchester. She was really annoying, and I didn't understand the whole point behind it. Like, so at the time, if a person would come in for a shoe, say their lunch break, they're like, hey, I'm trying to get in and out. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right. They say, this is the size I wear, this is the shoe I want, this is the color I want. Can you get it to me as soon as possible? All right, I got you. But I know company protocol, you have to bring out more than just that pair. You have to show them other options so you can double up on the sale.
Yeah. I
wouldn't do that, right? So she'd be down my throat. Yo, what are you doing? Where's the other two pairs, John? I'm like, they said they was in a rush. Now, I got a choice to make, right? I can get mad. Technically, she's right. The rule is I'm supposed to bring out extra pair of shoes, but I know, me being a person, because I've been one all my life, when I ask for something, give me what I asked for. Yo, can you bring my shoe out as soon as possible? So now when she's getting on me, she's correcting me. She ain't criticizing, she correcting me. Yo, you supposed to come hell or high water, extra pair of shoes, man. I know they said they want that, but still, show them, right? So I'm like, yeah, but they said they want to go. They might not come back. She said, all right, John, now, think about it this way. You show them the extra pair of shoes, even though they already know what they want. Now you're giving them a reason to come back. Okay. All right. But I have my own perspective, right? So now this comes to another thing too. Like, humble yourself and do what you're supposed to do, the job that you're given to do instead of trying to create your own blueprint. Yeah. I didn't hire you to do something. I hired you to follow this script. Because you wanted this job. We weren't looking for you. I know we said we was hiring.
A lot of the times.
But, you know what I mean?
Do this
job. Follow the script.
Following the script get you where at least they at.
Right.
Like
right.
if you, let's just say you talking to somebody, you got to mentor somebody and they like, yo, just follow the script. I made it here. Mm-hmm. If you follow my script, you're going to make it here at least. Mm-hmm. At the bare minimum, let's say they play divisional basketball. I got here. Just follow the script. Mm-hmm. I got you. But that don't mean to say you can't go further.
Right.
It's just, yo, just follow the script and we're going to get you here. things ain't gonna be exact same.
Faster though.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I already have experience behind it.
But that's big though. Following the script, I like that.
So what do you think the difference is between correction and criticism?
Correction. To me, correction. That's a good question. Because to me, I feel like criticism got a little bit of the little not mean.
Little what? What's the not mean?
Like I'm coming at you like.
Okay.
Hey,
and
yo,
correction is
like. I feel like criticism is I'm coming at you. Correction is here's what it is. To me, they kind of similar in the same.
I think correction is to the point, landing the
That's
plane.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I really don't see no difference
like,
in it, but the difference is how it's said or
right.
Yeah.
So to me, just for example, I have a black hoodie on, and you say no, John is navy blue. I'm like, no, it's actually black, right? Mm-hmm. Or I can say it's black. You say no, it's navy blue. I'm like, you're dumb, and you need to get your eyes checked because it's black. Yeah. Now I said the same thing 2 different ways, right? But one, I landed the plane and say, nah, bro, it's black. The other way, I'm not trying to, but I'm insulting what you thought was something that it wasn't, and I correct you. Now, usually, I think it's easier to criticize somebody, and it's more socially acceptable. People do it all the time, whether it be their favorite artists, TV shows, movies, actors, parents,
everybody got an opinion.
Everybody has an opinion, right? But in the same context, we say that, but we don't give a solution for it. No. But then also, people aren't in a position to hear the solution because as soon as you say you didn't do something right or I don't agree, they immediately cut off. They shut down. Yeah. Right? So you have to be, as a person, if your ultimate goal is to grow, to be the best version of yourself, that's what we're assuming if you're listening to this podcast, that you want to be the best version of yourself, that you have to be open to the correction. But sometimes you have to understand that the correction may not always come with a calm, nice voice.
And it might not come. It just might not come from who you think it's.
It might come with a middle finger, is what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. You know what my name was as a freshman at Siena College? Do you know what my name was? What? Mother flipped her is what my name was. Okay. Not John Breeden. Not come on, John. MF was my name. That was it. And you know what? Because of the way I saw it, I'm like, yo. One, he's already a proven winner. Yeah. He's a proven winner, all right? His starting point guard at the time led the country in assists, which was, at the time, his second year straight. The coach knows what he's talking about. But even that within itself, let's say that wasn't even true. I was taught that when the coach says something, they care. No matter how it comes out, they care. The only time you need to worry is when he don't say nothing to you, right? So now I'm like, all right, well, he's only doing this when I'm messing up. And on top of that, when I do something good, he has something positive to say. So it's not like he's just this negative person, right? So when I hear, MF, what are you? You're right, coach. I don't know what I'm doing. I probably shouldn't turn the ball over. It's not a good idea. You got to treat that ball like gold, John Breeden. Come on, let's go. I'm like, all right, you know what, coach? All right, I got you. All right. But I could have very easily shut down, yo. Could have shut down if I was sensitive in the area. And to be honest, I mean, I'm not like sensitive, but when it comes to like people judging what I do, yeah, I'm sensitive in that regard. Yeah. Like, especially when I'm trying to do right, because it's different. They like, yo, I see what you're trying to do. How about you do this? As opposed to, MF, what are you doing? Yeah. That's stupid.
I know what you mean too, because it's in situations where like, all right, for you, like you playing, right? Being in a situation where you're not playing, and you doing your thing when you got the opportunity to do, after you fight for your opportunity, and then they trying to correct you after you are already balling, and they want you to do it their way.
Right. When that wasn't what got you in the position to play.
Yeah. So it's hard taking correction sometimes because, especially when you feel like you're right, and what you're doing is working. I feel like sometimes correction is hard to take.
So you said 2 things right there that I just had flags.
What was up?
First thing you said was hard. Yeah. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And just because it's hard doesn't mean it can't be done.
Oh, no, it was done because I still did what I wanted
to do. But I'm just saying, that's an excuse that some people go with. Yo, it's hard, bro. Like, how am I? So what? Nobody said it was going to be easy. And the second thing, what you said hard? Oh, you said feel like. Emotions. What are we doing?
Yo.
Feel like about how we feel now? Like, what are we doing?
Never been that. Shout out to Steve Mack.
But I'm just saying, like, but we go off of that, even within our sins. I just feel like, but your feelings change so much. Think of some of the arguments you've gotten into with some people.
Yeah.
Over a misunderstanding. Because you first felt like, yo, why are they trying to disrespect me? And then they explain like, oh, no, that's not what you meant. Oh, all right. Nah, all right. Well, in that case, since you put it that way, then I'm not as upset. I get it.
Yeah.
I just think you didn't have to say it like that. But all because now you have a better understanding of what's being said. But those are usually the two main excuses on why people don't receive the correction that they need.
I'm glad that brought up because emotions definitely play a part.
Yeah.
Because I've been in plenty of situations where I didn't feel like accepting the criticism or correction.
I don't be feeling like getting up half the time, bruh. Go to the gym. I don't feel like eating right. I don't feel like saying the right words when I'm angry. I don't feel like being patient. But think about that, though. Feelings are always confined within that specific mood at that particular time. Yeah. And usually that particular mood, that particular time, if we don't act correctly in that moment, it serves as a punishment for us later on down the line. Give you a prime example. I was out to eat the other night, right? And I seen a friend, right? I seen a friend, but when I seen her, and I'm with my family too, when I seen her, she didn't see that I saw her. So I'm not the type of person to be like,
oh yeah, nah.
Hey, you see me?
Yeah.
I'm not, right? So apparently they saw me, but we didn't talk the whole time.
Yeah.
But they see me the following day, like, you're fake, you ain't real, you're fake. Now I'm thinking like, that's interesting. You saw me.
So I was about to say, you seen her, she seen you, but y'all didn't see. You didn't see her see me, see you.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just had to make sure.
But
and vice versa.
I see her the following day, and it wasn't even like she was giving me a chance to explain. She's no, you're just fake. You're fake. No, you're just fake. And I'm thinking like,
I'm out faking. You did the same thing.
Right. I'm like, but you saw me too.
Emotions.
Like, but now this is gonna span into a whole other thing because it goes with the ego, right? So when somebody calls you something that you don't believe that you are, they assassinate your character in a sense. It hurts. No matter who it is, if you care about your image, your self-image, it hurts. It's like, yo, what?
Come on, man.
So now I'm thinking, I'm thinking like, well, let me explain to her. Let me just tell her what happened. Like, yo, I was looking in your direction. You didn't see me. But then it hit me. She don't care.
She don't care.
Right, she don't care.
But it took me a while to get to the point to say, she don't care. Now, it ain't like this was somebody I need to front on. It ain't like a past girlfriend. She's a friend. Like a legitimate friend. If I say her name, people know who she is. But whether she's playing or not, she seemed pretty serious. Whether she's playing or not in her response, right? Here's the thing. Why do I care that much?
Why do you? Why did you?
For what? No, in general, why do I care so much about what somebody else has to say about me and my character if it ain't true?
Right.
Was I purposely trying to ignore somebody who I knew? No. The miscommunication came where you walked in, I looked. You didn't look at me, so I didn't go, hey, because that's not my character to go, hey, oh my God.
Food getting cold anyway.
What's up? Right? Now, I'm so glad you said that, James. Now, with that, he said, food getting cold. I just washed my hands to eat. I'm not trying to shake hands.
So correction. So just in all of this, correction just wasn't needed at that point.
It wasn't needed, but at the same context, whether she was mad about the situation, like bent out of shape to the point where she see me the next day, she see me, it's fake. I was like, hi. She's don't talk to me now. Fake. I'm like, whoa. That really bothered you like that?
Yeah.
Right? But now I wasn't thinking of it like that. So apparently the only problem was when I looked, she wasn't looking. And when she looked, I wasn't looking. And I'm with my family. So it ain't like we just sitting there like in the library, we talking, we having a good time. I forgot. And she actually, I think she left before we left. So what?
But this.
But you're supposed to be my friend.
Nah, I feel you.
Thought we was friends.
Some people can't be corrected. Some people can't. It's like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, some people that it's just not. It's not
but I looked at because if you're my friend, you're my boy, right? You my man, right? So if you say something to me, if you like yo, you did this to me. You made me feel this certain way. Because you my boy, I'm like, all right, my fault. Because that's the person I am,
easy,
my fault.
all day long, yeah.
Right? But, if this is the same situation and you see me, matter of fact, it's perfect. And I see you come in and I'm still, yo, bro, and we brothers from another mother.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So now this is just a friend. I love her dearly. I love you. You know exactly what I'm talking to. But in the same context, it's like, that's not what my character do that. So why are we getting bent out of shape like that? Because genuine friends not over
Not
that.
serious, yeah.
Right.
Like, won't even say hi to me. Ego.
Yeah, he was big.
It was the ego. You come in. You thought I should have, maybe she thought I should have been, hey, oh my God. How you doing? No, I'm sorry.
Nah, I like where you going with the ego though, because to me, like,
It was like it was crushed. It was hurt.
yeah, nah, and if you crush somebody's ego, you don't even gotta crush somebody's ego. Your ego could be in a way of taking advice from certain people.
Right.
Like for me, like, from my dad, like he'd give me certain advice, but it's just like, just one in one ear out the other.
Is it because of familiarity?
Yeah, I think so.
So whose fault is that?
That's my fault.
Right. But so you're saying that's my fault now. Did you feel that way before when
Nah.
something went through
Nah.
or didn't go through? You like, I should listen. Or was it like, nah, I should probably be listening, even though it's going in like.
I just didn't care.
So, but you weren't.
I wasn't.
My point
not,
is, you
not
weren't not
listening.
Yeah,
On purpose.
you weren't listening. You weren't listening to him because of I know more than him. You weren't listening because I hear this over and over and over. Right.
Over,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's not the same context. That's all I'm saying. Like, so people
Oh no,
understand
no,
that.
I ain't saying. I know it's not the same concept. I'm just saying like that's what the ego could do to you.
Yeah.
Like ego can play a part in you not either receiving the information or you not applying the information that is being said. Because he says over and over, and I heard him, I understood him. I just didn't apply what he was saying.
That's crazy. That
like,
goes back to my shoe thing. Because I thought I knew better than the company plan.
Yeah,
He said he want his shoe. I'm going to give him his shoe so he can go back to work.
yeah.
When really, just be the rules, man. Like, do what you told to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think, too, it really depends on who is saying and the environment of when they're saying it. So, like, if it's one-on-one, you cuss me out, that's going to easily, we can get through that.
Yeah.
You cuss me out in front of who? They don't even know me. Oh, now I got to cuss you back. Oh, yeah, I got to cuss you back. Yeah. Now, generally, that's not my
Yeah, MO.
personality. Yeah. You know, I believe in the Bible. I read the Bible, and a soft answer turns away wrath. So if somebody comes at me sideways, I'll be like, you all right? What's up? Like, what's going on? You cool? And for some reason, it really changed people's mood. Like, they be turned off. Yo, nah, you be like, nah, well, it's like that. Why you doing that? Like, Dad, you okay? Because usually, a lot of times, too, man, we don't even realize the people we deal on a regular basis, they're just treating us like the trash can. They just dumping their trash, their baggage, all that on you. Because you're the next closest trash can. Here, I'm not really mad at you, but you did do something I didn't like. Mm-hmm. So, here, it's all on you. We got to keep that in mind, too, with the people we dealing with. Like, generally, there's a lot of average people out there. Like, there's a reason why there's statistics. Like, there's a lot of people who do a lot of same common things that are just average. Like, if somebody says something you don't like, cut you off. Or they say something you don't like or disagree with you, you feel combative, like, or you just really got to defend yourself, protect
That
yourself.
pain when somebody stab you with the word.
Ooh, what you?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
Nah, that gonna hurt though.
It depends on what it is, though, bro. For me,
I'm not. It's gonna hurt regardless. If
it doesn't have to hurt.
If somebody,
You mean to tell me
something,
if you know somebody's an expert in something and they're correcting you?
No, I'm not saying that.
That's what I'm saying. So it matters who's saying it.
Oh yeah, no, I do. I'm not.
There's no way. When I was coming up, like, all right, when I was coming up, my mom would teach me something like with school or whatever, right? And she's like, no, you're not doing it right. This is how we used to do it, right? So then before, I would take her way because, all right, she's older now. She was a student before. Apparently, she was a kid, right? it's going to work. But when it didn't work, when I brought back that fat old F, thanks, mama. Now, I don't got...
What's a situation where, like...
Listen...
Because I've had situations where correction is needed. Like, what's one of these situations where you felt like, yo, all right, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Correction came and it worked.
Sports related?
Matter.
I would just use this example. So, transitioning from a shooting guard to a point guard for basketball. I was taught beforehand. Actually, I wasn't taught anything in the beginning. I just went off of what I seen on TV. They grab the ball and they pushing the ball full court. Allen Iverson was my favorite player, so I'm just thinking, all right, let me just dribble the ball up as fast as I can. Then now I'm being coached by, at the time, he was a Division I guard, played Delaware State for 4 years. He's telling me, like, yo, when you first catch the ball, don't dribble, look up. What? I'm not doing that, right? I start doing it. I'm like, oh, yeah, the ball does move faster than man. And then the biggest conflict was, that was actually my mentor, Steve Little. Shouts out to him. Love you, Dad. My biggest one.
Did you fail first, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I failed first, but it depends on the scenario. Like, I learned it in practice. It wasn't like I had to fail in the game by turning the ball over, getting a charge or something. I learned it in practice.
I failed in the game.
Yeah.
I remember we played McDevitt at home. Game go down to the wire. I shoot some bull for the game. So I'm like, dang.
Was that game?
Yeah, he was at that game.
The one that hit the backboard?
Yeah.
That joint was trash.
I shot a turnaround fadeaway. I'm like, bruh.
Time out. You know what? When he did that,
you know what I said? Though.
I said, we've never worked on that.
Hey, yo, I got in the car, right? Me and my dad said the same thing. What the hell was that? We ain't never...
From the top of the key?
We ain't never shot no shot like that ever.
What are you doing?
It's from the elbow. But just as bad, though. But then now they was like... So they getting on me like, yo. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear this. So we just lost. But then it was like, wait, nah, bro, because this joint about to come back again. Yeah. I took the shot, but it was a bad shot.
Bro, didn't you spin?
Yeah, bro. I drove left.
He never spins.
Like, drove left, spun.
And faded away. What the heck?
Terrible outcome.
I remember it now.
Next game, I'm talking to them like, all right, well, what do I do with games on the line? What we work on, stupid? What we been working on? We've been working on. I'm lost. Like, yo, just pull up. Do what you've been doing. Like, this is what you do. So I'm like, all right, bet. Is that easy, though? Yo, G, how many times, what happened when at the game winner? Where the game winners take place at? My dad break it down. Yeah. Nobody wins from going to the basket. You got to pull it. So I'm like, dang. First, I was mad because I wasn't trying to hear nothing. Yeah. But then when I got the correction that came through the right way, all right, bet. Very next game, bruh. Game come down to the wire. I look straight over to these boys.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, I'm in game, but look up at the clock. Coach Roger, shout out Coach Roger. He calling the play. No, man. I got the highlight, bro. Get out of here. Q was trying to set a screen. Get out of here.
That joke was so funny.
Come down, pull up, game. That's fire, bro. You just take correction, bro. You learn.
We in the crowd like that.
That's simple. They wasn't even there. It was like, it's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you would have won the last game if you did this the first time.
Like, what are you doing? That's a good point though, man. But you took that from us, who you knew had playing experience, who you knew though was coming from a positive place. Like, we ain't trying to embarrass you. We want you to do better.
It's for like just because that student pupil mentor role is always like it's not a battle, but it's a battle because it's like
you made a key point though when you were explaining the story. You said that one of us called you stupid. Probably was me, right? But you didn't take that as he really thinks I'm stupid. But when you go mentor to pupil, that type of relationship, you understand like people. If somebody is mentoring you, you gotta understand you're annoying the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, nah.
Like, for real.
Because
Like,
then because now, like, us being in the situation now where we training kids, and then it's like, bro, the game is so
all you got to
simple.
do is this.
All you got to do.
Dribble here.
That's it.
But, coach, I see here.
That's it.
But if I here.
So looking back on it, it's like, dang, yo. Like I always say, like whenever me and my brother get around, we don't talk about high school basketball, bro, because we're like, yo, we sucked. We're trash, bro.
Yeah.
Super trash in high school.
And you know why, though? Because I would be telling him, like, yo.
Him and my dad should be like, yo, y'all could be killing. Y'all should be doing this. Y'all should be doing that. At the time in high school, like, but we doing everything we can. We did everything. This is what coach told us to do. He told us to run the play. I'm like, yo, forget the play.
Yo.
I could have had 40.
Right.
I
And a
remember
win. 40 and a win.
bro. And 10 dimes. It was just like, I just didn't see, like, you can't see what you can't see, but I really could not see what y'all was talking about.
So imagine a mentor now. I was at all your games. I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, here we go again. He's just going to keep running this offense. Like, this is going to help him get to college. Okay.
Like, I didn't get
And then after, hold up, though. Then after, how'd I do, bro? Man, get out my face, bro.
Him and my dad.
Get out my face.
Come on, man.
You didn't do nothing we talked about. Like, so now, okay, so now we talking about correction based off of this relationship.
Yeah.
Not a stranger, somebody who you know is looking out for you, who's been through what you've been through, who's been to the level of where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Right? And this is the relationship. The person is like, they want to listen sometime, they don't, they do their own thing, and then the mentor the whole time is like,
I was trying to listen, and then it was like, we was already like skilled enough to where it was like, yo, you could see like the flashes, but it was like, bro, if I took correction and action, to me, I didn't ask enough questions. Like it was like they was like, yo, just do this, but I'm like, yo, but in what context do I do that? Right. Like I think I should have been able to act like. I think when you getting corrected, bro, ask questions, cause I couldn't see what he was talking about until like I actually did it, and then they was like, yo, this is all you gotta do. I was like, but this is listen, this is what you gonna do. When the situation happened again, they broke it down. Then when the situation came again, I was like, oh, I'm prepared. I actually understand and I know. And I can apply it. Like before, like they would say stuff a lot of the times, I'd be like, I understand what you're saying, get to the pull up, but like I couldn't apply it.
I'll say, but when you don't ask the questions,
you won't never know.
But yeah, that too. But the mentor assumes that you got it.
Yeah. And
because you didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
so
y'all was assuming
right.
a lot of the times that me and Bud had it, and we didn't.
Because y'all said, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah. But we really didn't know. And then me and Bud just tried to get on the court and just figure it out. And some of the stuff y'all was saying was just like the one thing we figured out that y'all two was just on point about, you and Dad, was just like, bruh, if I drive this way, you do this way, we had that joint down pat. I remember driving in the lane. Oh, God, no. There he is. He caught it. Yo, three's good. All right, we back on defense. That joint was down packed. But there was like, I could have like, yo, the game, I didn't see what he was talking about, like scoring wise, until I stepped on the court a year out of high school. I took a year off, was a practice player at the Mount, walking on, doing all that situation, left there with JUCO. When I stepped on the floor for my first game, this nationally ranked team had 27, and it was a trash 27. Like, imagine you playing your work, like, you leave the game like, yo, bro, I played so horrible.
Yo, you got 27.
And that's all he kept saying. He was like, yo, but you got 27.
You like,
so
what?
So I'm like, what you mean? Wait, how I'm talking about? Bro, I had 27?
I'm like, bro, you had this filthiest, stinkiest, utterly most disgusting 27 I've ever seen in my life. I had 27, though? Yes, bro. So imagine if you played somewhat to your full potential.
So then it was just like, I started asking the questions like, yo, all right, well, if I had 27, how did I get to 27? He was like, yo, you was attacking transition. You shot the right shots. Like, you was getting to you was getting a certain shot. You was ready to catch a shoot when you was supposed to catch a shoot. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, but you need to shoot more transition threes. That was their thing, bro. Yo, why are you not shooting transition threes?
So now, hold up. Let me explain this. So when you are a mentor or in any regard, like we're talking about basketball, but this could be anything. When you're helping somebody, you got to know the ins and outs of it. You can't just be like, do this. For example, transition threes. There needs to be, you have to explain why. So I'm telling him, yo, transition threes. Why, John? Because now when you take this shot, you're going to make the defense now close out even faster when you're in transition. It's going to open up the lane for you and your teammates. Oh, if I just say transition threes, why, John? I said so. That's not good enough. I could throw, man, I played here, I did this and that, man. No, I scored this many points on National Rank TV. You should do what I. No, kill all that noise. Here's why. Because when you do this, miss or make, you're showing the defense a different level. Oh, we got to close out on him now. Hezzy, go by. Layup or none.
The next game, 35. Easy. Must sleep.
Transition threes.
Just one adjustment.
My God.
One adjustment.
I think I had like 7 threes that game.
One adjustment. Because the thing you gotta understand with sports, we highlight the highlight itself. Not enough people, and shouts out to Kobe Bryant, what he was doing with detail. He's explaining on the why.
Right. This
person's supposed to rotate over here, or somebody going for a dunk. And his detail, he shows a little highlight thing on the player, like, well, this would have never happened if this person was right here. Mm-hmm. And then you think, well, how would that happen? Because he would have discouraged that move because somebody was already in the way.
Yo,
right?
You gotta have the understanding behind.
Got to.
Like when you get correction. Like don't just be like, all right, bro, I got corrected. Like, yo, all right, I messed up. Bro, what? All right, so what you really trying to say though? Because like a lot of the times, like just speaking from my experiences, like a lot of times I get corrected and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I feel what you're saying. Like I hear you, and then they'll leave and then I'll be like, dang, what did you just say though? I heard what he said, but like, what do you mean? So then it's like, all right, let me go back and ask him. Right. Yo, you get that joint down pack and you learn. Like to me, whenever you learn something, that means you understand what it means. You understand. You can be able to tell somebody back what it means, and you can apply it, and you can teach somebody how to apply it.
That's the true definition of understanding. Yo, if you can repeat it verbatim to somebody else so they can understand it. Mm-hmm. If you understand, you repeat it verbatim and they don't get it, then you don't understand it. You got to be able to articulate it to them so they can understand it.
Correction, criticism, even like without sports. Like I could use just, I remember we was getting up reading the Bible every day. Mm-hmm. Like getting that like correction in life to where like you starting to understand like you detailing different like why like we start working on like your internal self and stuff like that. Like just getting that correction. Like, I remember your life.
So for the longest time, when I was a kid, my mom would tell me that, Jonathan, get your Bible verse in something every day, right? Mm-hmm. But she didn't explain why. So now I understand. And my mom was a Sunday school teacher. She to this day, I think she still is. Like, this is what she does. But now I understand it's not even just the Bible within itself, positivity. Mm-hmm. Right. Because now it shapes your perspective in general. So now when I'm going through adversity, a Bible verse pop up. Oh, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. So now I'm like, oh, I can't be weak in this situation.
Because every story in the Bible you look at, bro,
it's adversity.
That's it.
So everything's adversity.
God is like, yo, what you gonna do in adversity? Let me drop adversity. And I'm just like, yo, when we first started going back to church, when I first, like, he got me to go back, like, really start going to church again. I'm like, dang, yo. Because I never really read the Bible. I just know, like my grandma, she one of them people that just be like, she'll hit you with a verse, explain it, and then just be like, all right, that's it. Or she'd be like, she always hit me with my name. Yeah, because your name is Gabriel. You're the angel, your messenger, and your brother Nehemiah, and build the walls of your, like, I'll go all the way through the Bible, all of this, hit you with a verse. I'm like, dang. But now when she be saying the verses, I'll be saying them back, and we be having a conversation about it, and just like, dang, yo. Now I can, like, hear what she's saying. I can correct her. She can correct me. We have a conversation about it. Yo, like, it's that mindset and that just that space that you be in.
You know, I got a good example. You know the biggest fight I had? Bro, was with my mom with the Bible, right? Now, I know there's some people who don't believe the Bible, read the Bible, whatever. You can still get from this lesson. So, I didn't learn this until after the fact that you're not supposed to correct up. You don't correct mom, dad. You don't, that's wrong. You don't do that.
Yeah.
That's just a code. You just don't correct.
Yeah, respect your elders. Yeah.
Respect your elders. Right. I knew it in that concept. Don't cuss, don't disrespect, like, don't talk down. So I learned about tithing, giving 10%.
Oh, yeah.
My mom never talked to me about tithing.
But that's hard.
So look at what this arrogant dumb young boy did. I call him DYB for short, dumb young boy. I said, yo, Mom, I heard about this tithing in Malachi. You be doing that? She was like, I do it when I can. This was years back, right? I think I was like 21, right out of college. She was like, I was like, you do it when you can. The Bible don't say conditional, Mom. The Bible's law. Like, you got to do it when you get paid. I said, you get paid? Yeah, I get paid. Mom, you got to cut that 10%. You got to give it to the Lord. She's like, she cut me off. She didn't say nothing to me because I was right.
Right.
But the way I went about it was completely wrong. Now, from that standpoint, I could be like, my mom's being petty because I'm correcting her. I could have said that so many different ways. You don't do that to your mom. Yeah. You don't do that to somebody you love in general. Even if it's my son, I don't have to take that route for that. My wife, I can say it in a loving way. You can correct with love. So I'm like, all right. So I go to my mom, I apologize. But you know when it really got through to her? Once our giving came back. So like I gave like $7,000 or something for the whole year. And I barely worked.
Yeah.
I was giving you can have it. Take it in Jesus' name. I was giving everything, right?
Amen.
My mom got her giving back, right? So now I wasn't just giving to our church. I was giving to our church. I was giving to online ministries.
I remember
everywhere, right? I got this drawn back. It was just from one ministry, just from one. Gave like $7,000. My mom got my mail. This was when I was living with her. She got the mail and opened it. And I guess she didn't believe I was giving like that.
Yeah.
And she saw that, was like, oh, no. She took the paper, threw it. Oh, no. So how you give more than me? You ain't got no job. She gave me the whole Tommy joint. You ain't got no job. I'm like, yeah, but I do. I mean, I don't make as much as you make. She said, but it don't make sense. How did you give more than me? And from then on, so by me correcting with my actions.
Right.
That's what made the change take. But when I criticize my mom, the one who helped me get to where I'm at right now, like, come on, bruh. Like, so even within the sense, like, when it's me to you, like, I was wrong for calling you, like, yeah, stupid. That was wrong. But in the same context, to do that to your parent?
Yeah.
Yo, you way out of line.
Yeah.
But for anybody, delivery is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because that, like you said, the first go around, you could have said like, "Hey, Mom, is this why?" You could have asked more questions instead of
why she didn't.
Like, this is what it say.
Right.
So the delivery, I always feel that's a key part to it because it can turn correction, which is positive, into criticism, which is negative. So that's a
good point. Even if you mix positive and negative, the negative normally.
Negative always.
With the message.
Yeah.
Yeah, it normally overrides the original intent of your message. Yeah, but I think too, for me, like I say, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're telling me something right, I don't care if you yell at me. If it's right. That's my only requirement. Yeah. Don't just be talking to me sideways and you wrong. Be right. Then I can handle that because I wasn't right. Yeah. So I can't control, like, I look at it this way. If you're wrong, you can't control how the message gets delivered to you. You can't.
Right.
You can control how you receive it. You know what I mean? Like, I can, if I'm throwing trash away, I can place the trash in the trash can. I can throw it in the trash can. I can shoot it in the trash can. As long as it goes in the trash, it's in the trash. Don't matter how it got there.
Right.
It's there. Right? So now, for me, and this is why I think it's so important to have personal morals and personal code that will challenge you. I could very easily be like, just like everybody's, like I said, there's a lot of average people. I could very easily be like, you know what? When somebody says something to me that I don't like, all because they didn't take the time to word it and consider my feelings first, I'm writing it off. But who does that hurt if they right?
You.
I'm hurt myself.
You gotta be real with yourself. I think that's another thing.
Yeah.
Just taking that, like you said, the way they receive it, man.
Humbly.
Yeah.
Humbly. Like, the person really didn't have to say nothing.
Not at all.
They didn't have to say nothing. Even though it came out that way, they didn't have to say nothing.
How do y'all like Like I know when you getting advice, is there a certain way you look at who's giving the advice, or like, yo, he just talking?
Only if it's right.
Only if
That's
it's
my
right.
code. So like if somebody's on drugs, like yo, don't do drugs. I'm not gonna be like, well, you did it. You can't tell me not to do that.
Right.
There's a lot of people like, how you gonna tell me the pot calling the kettle black? How you gonna tell me not to do something that you addicted to the joint? You ain't just doing it. You can't get off.
You still doing it.
You're doing it while we
He
talking.
don't
Like,
want
what?
you to take his
Chill.
stuff. That's why.
Right. But I see that. I'm like, nah, he don't want me to end up like him, or she don't want me to end up like her. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do drugs.
So with y'all both fathers, like how y'all going? Well, I know your son's a little older, so how do you correct him and give him criticism?
I just try to give him experience, just like, you know, he's different. Like he was not in the sports yet because of age, but like I never drummed, but he drums. So I would, you know, it's not too much advice I could give him besides, you know, you got to work at it. You know, you got practice, you know, focus. And I can only give him like examples of like when I teach kids at church, like I got to be focused and do this. I got to give him an example that he can relate to because, you know, with kids being sponges, they going to listen.
Yeah.
So if you can get it in, the right stuff into them, they'll be able to, you know, as they get older, basically release it out and just have the right way to go about it. But I just see like correction with a child, you're always correcting. So they don't even
know no way.
And they don't even know criticism. They just know. Now the delivery part,
That's the hardest part.
that's the hardest part.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think knowing your kid's personality.
Right. That too.
And I think that comes with quality time. Knowing your kid's personality will help you understand on how to deliver that message.
Right.
My mom with me, when my mom yelled, I know I'm in trouble.
Right.
Because my mom talked. Jonathan, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. When my mom said certain phrases, like, you acting like you ain't got no sense.
Right.
I'm like, only thing next is a jab. So I'm embarrassing her. That's what she's saying. You act like you don't have no sense. Now you're a reflection of me as a parent.
Right.
You're acting a fool in school.
Right.
So here comes this left hook.
Yep.
Right? But I know, because my mom knows my demeanor, first of all, like I said, or I didn't say this, but I said this off the camera. If my mom says, don't touch the stove, is hot, I'm not touching the stove. The stove can say off.
Right.
She told me, I'm not touching the stove. Now, that's not everybody's personality. It says off, bro. So here, you can still burn your hand even though it's turned off. It was on earlier. It's still hot.
Yeah, a lot of people got to, like you said, they put the ego first.
Right.
When they experience. Let
Right.
me experience.
Prove it.
Prove it to me.
Sometimes that can cost you.
Right.
But so my mom, so now I know with my son's only a year old, but
I was about to say, how do you do it? Because he's not really.
he listens because it's so repetitive. I don't mind saying the same thing over and over to him. And honestly, I'm gonna credit my mom. Huge shout out to you, Ruth Helen Breeden. Shout out to my mom. You get the whole government out there. Yo, no lie, this is how she's ingrained me to be patient with my son. We will be driving to anywhere. If there's a kid in the street, she always stop. Right?
Right.
And when the kid will walk by, she would say, now, if that was an adult, I'd run him over.
Oh, man.
Right? Now, but listen, this is how she said it. She was saying, a kid don't know.
Yeah.
Have patience because they don't know.
Yeah.
You grown? Oh, get this tire.
Yeah.
Come get hit. Right? So now with my son, I'm like, oh, he don't know. He got 1 year of experience.
Yeah,
That's it.
patience is key. Patience.
He don't know, right? So now, one thing I do too, I use fear. I do use fear. One of the biggest things that kids are afraid of is loud noises. Right? The only time I make loud noises if it's something that like he really should not be doing. So like if he goes to an outlet, now I started before like, hey, don't touch that. Right? And I'm explaining to him, even though he's young,
right?
He probably don't really understand what I'm saying. Like, hey, son, don't touch that. I move his hand. Put his hand back. Don't touch that. Don't touch it. Dad don't want you to touch it. You could possibly get hurt. No, don't touch that, right? Now, the next day, I see him looking around for me first. I'll be sitting down like I ain't looking. He go over. As soon as he put his hand, he don't go back no more.
Right.
I done scared the death into him. He ain't gonna do it now. But I don't just start off with the yelling.
Right.
There's levels. All right. So that's how I go about it. Right. And now I told you how my mom raised me.
Right.
She wasn't the only one. I had great grandmas, great aunts. Their methods were different.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
All right. I have stories of being beat for asking for seconds. Yeah. I wish I was lying, but I ain't. So yeah, Mom. Remember that one time? Yep. So yeah, so it's just like it's different methods. So that actually may be another positive reason on why I do the way I do it now too, because I'm like, I've seen some extremes. It's like over food.
Yeah, that is wild.
I gotta eat.
I'm a growing boy.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I'm a real boy. Sit down. Okay.
Yeah, nah, but you can learn a lot just getting correct. You can get correction from other people, just from their experiences. That's why there's a lot of things I avoided because I got 6 brothers and sisters.
Yo, so do you agree with the saying that the best teacher is experience is the best teacher?
No.
What you think?
I'm 50-50. Because what he's about to go into,
I'm
I
about to say, I'll let you go in. I'm 50-50, but I want to see if we're on the same page with 50-50.
Only reason why I can understand 50-50 because sometimes you do got, like, there's some things you experience that, like, okay, I had to experience that.
Right.
There's other stuff you don't got to experience. Like, I don't got to experience, like, all right, yo, I see my sister sneak out the house, come back late. Get a whooping.
Yeah.
I don't got to go through that.
Right.
You go to school, you act crazy, and I see my mom punish my brother in the school.
Yeah.
And look at the teachers like, do something. Oh, that's Daphne. I'm good. Love you, Mom.
Oh, that's Mom? Oh.
See,
she don't do that.
See my dad? Bro, I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
Like when you see like the like, yo, all right, like that's the repercussion for that.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm sit right over here in this corner.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna be the good child. But the teacher's guy, oh my God, Gabriel, he's an angel. Then I'm gonna call Gary and be like, tell him why, Graham. You already know.
What about you, bro? Why are you 50-50?
I'm 50-50 because, one, you're going to be taught almost first before the experience. Because even if you have an experience, you don't know. So, like you said, like with drugs, like, I was taught not to do them.
Yeah.
And then as I get older, I didn't do them. And I see the effects on people that are experiencing drugs. So it's like they're away from their family. They got to do rehab. I see why.
It don't even look fun, though.
It don't.
Like, you're telling me not to do the drugs. Honestly, I'm just looking at you and I know not.
Yeah.
You know what else got me, though? Like, people be drinking, smoking, and then the after effect, like, puking the next day, gotta go through this, gotta go through that.
Did I tell y'all this story about my teammate getting drunk? Did I tell y'all?
I think so.
If I did, I'm going to tell you again. My teammate, bruh, I will never, my teammate in college, bro, this is why, like, the whole drinking thing, like, we talking about drinking, smoking. Look, do it in moderation now. Smoking's legal, whatever.
Oh, okay, I know a story about that. Okay.
Right? Okay. So my teammate goes out to a party, right? And matter of fact, let me back up. He invites me, John, come to this party with me, right? It's a mixer between us, the basketball team, and another team, right? I was like, nah, I'm good, right? But I'm thinking about talking to my other teammates. I might go with him. They like, no. Anywhere he invites you to go to, you don't go with him.
Yeah.
I was like, why? I said, yo, he don't care about himself. I said, really? Do tell, right? He was like, yo, not too long ago, just last year, he went to a party, drunk so much that he blacked out. He woke up outside, face down. I was like, what? They doing that over here? Like, for real? Like, blacked out? You outside? Well, I said, so was the party outside? Nah, bro. He was outside around the corner. Woke up, face down. So I seen my team. I'm like, yo, bro, what happened? Dude, I don't even know. I didn't even know what happened. All I remember, I'm having a good time, taking shots, and boom, I'm gone. I don't know. I'm like, yo, And you want to drink again after that experience?
Nope.
Like you got faith for the wrong thing. Like, what are you doing? Right? So I'm like, the stuff that people be doing, it don't even look fun.
Yeah,
you don't
you
even
can.
remember what happened. Anything could have happened to you. You're outside. The party was indoors.
Yeah.
First of all, I was mad at my teammates. Where was y'all at?
Right.
Why ain't none of y'all get him up? How'd he get outside? Why are there no witnesses? That man woke up face down outside. Somebody could have robbed him, stripped him, and raped him. Nobody knows what happened. It's crazy. But no, this is what happens when you get under the influence of drugs, alcohol, things like that. When you do it too much, especially alcohol. Like, you want to drink, you have age, drink in moderation. Like, enjoy yourself. Have a good time so you can remember what happened. Like, man. But now look, though. Oh, also, why I'm 50-50. I didn't explain that. My fault.
You good.
I went off on my tangent. It's why I'm 50-50. I think experience is the best teacher, but I don't think it has to be your experiences.
I agree with
Okay,
that.
then yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
So enough said. All right, went on my tangent.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, enough said.
So what about constructive and destructive criticism?
Okay, so constructive criticism and destructive. I think when you put the word criticism in period, I think it's going to be seen
Destructive?
as destructive
Yeah.
because you're criticizing. It's critical,
Right.
Think of even the papers we used to do in college. Critical writing, like you got to make sure MLA format, Chicago style, whatever. Everything has to be like exact to a T or you losing points.
Right.
Up, your paragraph's too far apart. Excuse me, miss, what are we doing? Why would...
Oh, no,
it's
I
critical
forgot the
writing.
tricks
Like,
for all
you need
of
to have
that.
all that. Like, everything needs to be down exactly what I'm asking for. So, I think once you add criticism to it, period, I mean, I think for me, and like I said, I can only speak from my behalf, if I know you know what you're talking about, you can criticize me.
Right.
You can correct me. I know the fact that you're taking time to say something, I know I did something wrong because of who you are.
Right.
I know it. And usually the people in my life generally who I trust and I'm affiliated with aren't the type of people that waste time or find pleasure in breaking people down.
Right.
My mom, my coaches, oh Lord, my mom, some of my coaches, all my father figures. Yeah, because some coaches, man,
Some coaches.
Yeah.
some coaches say some of the wildest. What's the wildest thing you heard a coach say, bro?
Don't shoot.
Yeah, I got that
Are you
too. I
coming
got that
out?
on TV.
Oh,
Yeah.
bruh.
I got that on TV.
I was a shark in a fish tank playing with them balls.
See, I got that. I didn't get that until like I got that at like later in my career while I was like, this is like my last year in college, bro.
You know what that hurts so much though? It's
I
a
was-
coach.
I was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the title coach. All right, when I'm your coach, what do you see me as if I'm your coach?
Like you,
The influence I have over you, like explain, like when somebody's your coach, how do you deem them? How do you look at them?
I know that they have an understanding of basketball, and you're supposed to put me in position to be great.
So what happens if they don't?
You're not doing your job. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But as a player, how do you respond though?
I'm gonna do what I do anyway.
Yeah.
See, but okay, now that's what I did at work and got cussed out by my boss. I'm gonna do what
I
I
got
do
cussed out
anyway.
by my coach, but I didn't care. Boy told me, man, it was a long season. It's a long year that year, but
Yeah, you've been through some stuff
Yeah.
athletically.
yeah.
But nah, man, like, I think when a player is not put in a position to succeed, they're just left out in the dry. That's it.
Yeah.
The coach is
I
going
mean-
to put you in a position to be successful. Like, that's the whole point, especially when you talk about college. Like,
You brought me here.
yeah, you brought me here. Yeah, you
Right.
said it. I'm here
Why did you
because you
recruit me?
thought, why would you bring me here to sit down?
What's the
You
point?
just didn't want to play against me, or what's the deal? Like, seriously, like, what is the logic behind this? I want to help us win, but I can't because you're not putting me in a position to be successful.
I'm sitting here.
And that's why I say it's good to be grateful when your coach is correcting you, whether it be critically, them cussing you out, whatever. I don't think it should matter. Right? So, just in general, I think it's important that we understand the importance of being corrected and accepting it, because it plays such a huge role in our success and becoming the best version of ourselves. So, you got anything last minute thoughts on it?
Nah, just be willing, be open, have an open mind and receive criticism. And just kind of try to pull your ego and emotions away to receive the information. Because at the end of the day, every day you wake up, you want to be a better person than you were yesterday. You want to take those steps every day to get better, finding your purpose to live why, you know, get why you here and change what you can while you're here. Good.
This has been BFAM, Brothers from Another Mother. I'm John Breeden.